internet friends, and welcome to your digital resting place for the next 30 minutes. Today's video is going to be all about cleaning, decluttering, and setting intentions for the new year. As you can probably tell by these clips, the holidays really got the best of me this year, and taking care of my apartment honestly just fell completely by the wayside. For a lot of people, myself included, the holiday season is a time to just let loose and have one final hurrah before the year comes to an end. Amidst the merriment, however, it's easy for our living spaces to transform into complete disarray, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. Before 2023 is officially over, I just wanted to take some time to clean up all of the remnants of this past year, reset, and give myself the best possible chance of starting 2024 off on the right foot. I don't know about you guys, but I always start my cleaning excursions with the kitchen. Everybody has that one space that really sets the tone for the rest of their home, and for me, that is the kitchen. If the kitchen is dirty, the whole apartment is dirty. If the kitchen is clean, I feel very much at ease, and I feel like all of the other messes throughout my living space are manageable because at least the kitchen is clean. You know what I'm saying? I'd be curious to know if anyone else feels this way, or if they have a different space in their home that is that number one space. For a lot of people, I think it's the bathroom, but I have a pretty good system in my bathroom where everything has a place, or at least that's what it feels like to me. So that never feels like too much of a chore to me, because I don't really have to think that hard about where everything goes. With the kitchen, you have not only the dishes, but you have all of these appliances, you have all of these countertops, and multiple parts that you have to take care of. And so it always feels like the biggest task to me, and I think that's another reason why I start with that space, because once it's done, I feel like I already summited the mountain and it's all downhill from here. That is the mindset that I like to get in, but for those of you watching, don't be shy. If you have a tip or a secret on how to get in the right headspace to just absolutely go on a cleaning rampage, let us know. Let us know in the comments. What is it that really helps you get prepared to take on all of your household chores? This apartment that I'm renting has white quartz countertops, which, when I say it out loud, it sounds so nice and luxurious. But when you are a coffee drinker like I am, I make a pot of coffee every day, that is not practical. These countertops get so stained. So I like to use baking soda when I deep clean them because it soaks up all of that lovely caffeinated goodness and it takes all of the color out of the countertops. Basically, all you have to do here is sprinkle a little bit of baking soda onto your surface. I spray it down with a little bit of water, but I'm sure that you could use white vinegar and just kind of set it and forget it. I like to give it maybe 20-30 minutes, but you do want to give it a little bit of time just so it's able to fully extract that stain out of your countertops, tables, whatever it may be that you're trying to clean. Going into this, I was really determined to do a full deep clean of my apartment. Our homes hold so much of the energy that we emit on a day-to-day basis, and sometimes that energy can start to feel a little stagnant or stale. I've always loved celebrating New Year's. It holds a lot of significance for me, even though some people would say that's kind of corny, but I love taking this time to make positive change in my life and just clear out all of the old energy that no longer serves me. That was definitely the intention behind deep cleaning my apartment, so I did not hold back. Every surface was wiped down, dusted, and decluttered during this deep clean, and I feel like I really just set the stage to start this new year off right. Along with cleaning, one of my New Year's traditions is to create a vision board for the coming year. If you've never made a vision board, oh my gosh, please give it a try. For some reason, it takes me back to like grade school crafts and feels so fun and childlike, but in a good way. Essentially, you just take a bunch of pictures that represent things you want to achieve in the next year and slap them all onto a big poster board. The idea behind having a vision board is that, assuming it's hanging in a place where you'll look at it every day, having a visual reminder of the things you want in life subconsciously makes you work just a little harder at obtaining them. It's not a magic wand, it's not going to grant all your wishes, but it will help you stay on track and remind you of what it is you're actually working towards. My vision board for 2023 encouraged me to strengthen my relationships with all of the amazing women in my life, and also helped me work on letting things go rather than letting them control my mood for way longer than they should be able to. It also had some fun goals on there, like get a new tattoo and CO Deza at Electric Forest, which I'm very proud to report I accomplished, and it was absolutely glorious. Something that I'm hoping to achieve in the new year is to grow my YouTube channel, but to grow it with purpose. I love the idea of creating a space where people feel as though they can just lean into it and relax, and I really want to cultivate that in the coming year. Ideally, this channel would be a place for people to connect and share their experiences with self-growth, and I look forward to working towards that goal. On that note, I would love to know what you all are hoping to accomplish in the new year. Are you wanting to adopt a pet or move up in your career? Maybe it's more internal, like wanting to overcome social anxiety or become more empathetic. Whatever it is, I would love to hear about it. There is so much power in putting your desires out into the universe, and this will always be a safe space for you to do that. Even though the state of my apartment got a little out of hand here, I mean, did you see that giant can of nacho cheese at the beginning? Something that I no longer do is make myself feel bad about having a messy home, especially during the holidays, because it's a time when we can get easily overwhelmed, regardless of whether it's a fun or difficult time of year for us. At least in my own experience, there's no other time of year that demands your attention the way the winter holiday season does. And it's not hard to overcommit to events during this time of year. If we're not careful, we can totally deplete ourselves before the year is even over. So it's normal for certain things like household chores to get left on the back burner for a while. It's better to take the time you need to feel fully recharged before tackling a project like this, because you'll more easily be able to give it your all when you're not running on empty. In regard to the other type of energy that I mentioned earlier, the emotional and spiritual energy, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me to try to clean when I'm in a burnt out and negative state of mind. At that point, cleaning is just going to feel like a burden to me, and I'm going to be putting out even more negative energy into my home when the intention was actually to clear all of that out. So if you needed to hear it from someone, let me tell you that it is okay to take a break and recharge before tackling a messy home. Throughout this whole deep clean, I was reminded over and over again that I have a lot of stuff. I've always been a collector and a maximalist, and while I totally respect people that choose to live a minimalist lifestyle, that's just not for me. But I was hit with this realization that what I do have is enough. Maybe at times it's even a little too much. So in the spirit of the new year, I have decided to attempt a no-buy year in 2024. Doing this deep clean opened my eyes to the fact that there is literally nothing that I really need, and that is a very privileged place to be in. I want to take the next year to learn how to truly appreciate what I have and take a step back from all the consumer craziness. I've never done a no-buy year, and I feel like it's going to be a bit of a challenge, but that is definitely indicative of why it's important to do. If anyone out there is planning to start a challenge in the new year, share it in the comments section. Is it something that you created for yourself, or is it a group challenge you found through social media? You never know who's looking for a little inspiration, so don't be afraid to share what you got going on in your life. If you're still tuned in, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you so much for watching. While this is just a hobby of mine, I do put a lot of time into my videos, and it means a lot knowing that someone out there is enjoying watching them. If you like content that centers around self-growth, spirituality, and just learning how to embrace all your humanness, then I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel, because that is what we're all about here. Also, if you found the room transformations satisfying so far, definitely stick around till the end of this video. I saved the best for last, and the before and after of my disaster office is totally worth the wait. Even though this video is only about 30 minutes long, you best believe that I was cleaning all day. I didn't think that it was going to take me that long, but I probably started around 11 a.m. and didn't throw in the towel until about 10 p.m. A solid half day dedicated solely to cleaning might sound a little manic, and admittedly, I did only stop to eat like half a sandwich during that entire time. But cleaning is honestly where I find myself closest to an actual flow state. If you're not familiar with the term, flow state is the experience of being so absorbed by an engaging and enjoyable task that you completely lose yourself in it. Everything else in the world kind of melts away, and for me, I just lose track of time and can't really be bothered to pay attention to anything else. I used to hate cleaning when I was younger, but now it's something that I've really come to enjoy. Something that takes cleaning from a chore to more of a pastime for me is to have music playing in the background pretty much the whole time. I love making playlists for different moods, and one in particular that got me through this day is what I call middle school dance. It features all the hip hop and pop jams from the early 2010s. So we're talking Usher, Love in the Club, Akon, T-Pain, all the icons. And it is honestly just the perfect playlist to dance and sing along to. I am always open to growing my music library though, so if you have a certain artist or genre that you like listening to when you clean, you already know what to do. Drop them in the comments. There's so much good music out there, and I feel like I've just barely scratched the surface. So I want to know what you all are listening to. I think it's important to take some time to reflect on the challenges I faced in 2023 and get a better understanding of what didn't go well and how I can improve going forward. Admittedly, there were some really tough moments throughout 2023, but along with a struggle comes a lesson. I learned a lot about myself this year, good and bad. And through all of the hardship, it's become very clear to me the traits that I admire about myself and the traits that no longer serve me. The new year doesn't necessarily give us the chance to start fresh and wipe the slate clean, but it does present us with a very definitive stopping point for the things that we no longer wish to sustain in our lives. I realized at some point this year that I still rely heavily on the validation of others to feel good about myself. It's one of the main reasons why I stopped using social media, but taking time away from social media didn't fully solve my issue of seeking that external validation. I've seen it leak into other aspects of my life, and it's something that I'm going to try really hard to leave in 2023. Another challenge that I faced this year had to do with burnout and poor stress management that eventually led to adrenal fatigue. Even though I felt like I was taking care of myself, certain situations led me to realize that I prioritized just about everyone and everything before myself. I really paid the price for that behavior, and it's something that I am not allowing to follow me into 2024. I've been doing a lot of research on how to naturally balance cortisol levels and more healthily manage my stress, and I plan on taking the whole month of January to do a cortisol cleanse and just bring myself back to a more stable place. If that sounds like it might be up your alley, Be sure to subscribe because I'm planning to share a video that details the whole experience sometime in February. On a similar note, I really want to do more experiments that center around self-improvement. For example, waking up at 5 a.m. every day for a week, or doing a specific workbook, and sharing that experience with you all here on my YouTube channel. If there's anything that you would like to see or have tried yourself, feel free to leave a comment down below. As promised, we've made it to what I feel is the best room transformation of this whole video. So I am going to stop talking and just let you enjoy this amazing cleaning montage. If you've made it this far, I just want to express my gratitude once more and say thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope that it brought you a little bit of peace or inspiration. To all of you out there, I hope that you have the best year. I know that life can be pretty crazy sometimes, and it's easy to let things get away from you, but there will always be another opportunity to try again, and the new year is a perfect time for that. So if there's anything that you've been wanting to accomplish, now is the time. Let's make the most of 2024. That is all I have for now, and I will see you in the next video.